top 5 sleeper picks in this year's NFL draft. Let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. My name is Noah. We gotta talk about some football. I just want to apologize for my voice. I'm a little sick. We are getting a little bit better, but I doubt anybody cares, so let's get into the video. So obviously every year the NFL draft gives us a ton of talent, a tons of stars, but for me the real fun is finding the hidden gems late in the draft that nobody saw coming. That's the fun part, and that's what we're going to get into today. I'm giving you guys 5 sleeper picks from the 2025 NFL draft that could end up being straight up steals. Now let's get into it. At number 1, we have cornerback from University of Texas at San Antonio, Fraser. Now when you watch this guy, it just is immediately clear that he is a ball hawk. He's super talented. This is a cornerback out of UTSA, and he's a freak athlete, man. We're talking 6'3", 186 pounds, and he ran a 4.36 40-yard dash. For that size and weight, bro, 4.36 is elite level speed. You're talking about a speedy corner that can keep up with almost any receiver. He did have 6 interceptions in 2024, and he plays physical, aggressive football. He's long paws, he has good range, and he thrives in zone coverages, especially cover 3 and cover 4 schemes. He fits the mold of guys like Tariq Woolen, who also came out of UTSA, by the way, and he just has a lot of potential to be a really good, productive DB. Now some of his pros are his size, his elite speed, his ball hawk ability, and his ability to fit in various schemes. Now some of his pros, he didn't play a ton of top tier competition, and he is already 24 years old, almost 25. He's about the halfway point between 24 and 25, and he does occasionally struggle with footwork and change of direction against quick slot receivers. So if I had to make a prediction, if he lands with a coaching staff that knows how to work with raw talent, he could be a starter by year 2. Now some teams that I do think would be a good fit for him would be the Seahawks, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Ravens. Now the reason I put the Seahawks is because they've developed athletes like this in terms of Woolen and Richard Sherman before, and they have run zone heavy looks which he can benefit and thrive in. Now I have the Steelers because their secondary is in need of young athletic talent, and Mike Tomlin excels at developing DBs. The reason I put the Ravens is because they always find ways to use fast, aggressive talent at DB and just on defense, and they're very creative when they have talent like that on the team. So the reason I say Ravens is because he can really mess shit up over there in Baltimore. Now the best overall fit for him, I would say the Seahawks, because he would be mentored by players who had his exact pass, and he could thrive in a scheme built for his strengths in Seattle. Now moving on to number 2, we have one of my favorites off this list. We have Bayshore, running back from Virginia Tech. Now Bayshore, a name that you might have not heard, you might have heard depending if you watch Virginia Tech this year. He's a bit of a smaller guy. He is 5'9", 205 pounds, and he has crazy speed and breakaway ability. He ran a 4.32, and he had multiple kick returns in 2023. Now he is slippery, tough to bring down, and can pass protect, and not to mention he thrives in open space, but he isn't perfect. Some of his pros, he is a big play threat. He can break a run and take it all the way. He has elite speed, he has kickoff return ability, and he is good at pass blocking. Now some of his downsides, ball security is a red flag. He has 9 fumbles since 2023. He does lack elite lateral agility. He is not the quickest in certain scenarios, and he is not proven as a third down back. He doesn't offer as much power through contact. Now I did say he is tough to bring down, but there are some plays where he just goes down a little too easily. You would like to see a little bit more fight out of him, but at that 5'9" frame, I'm sure it's hard to do. In my eyes, Tulin has some Aaron Jones vibes. If he lands on a team that uses space and motion well, he could be a legit running back too, or even become a starter role and just sneak into that and become some, I don't know, like a Bucky Irving or one of those guys that just emerges out of nowhere. Now, the best fits for him, I would say the Niners, because of their zone schemes and motion-heavy offense, will get him very good in open space. The Dolphins, because Mike McDaniel loves speed and Tulin fits that explosive profile. Or the Bills, because they need a home run hitter behind James Cook and use backs in the passing game. Now, overall best fit, I would say the 49ers, because Shanahan knows how to develop these types of players. He knows how to work with these types of running backs. He would be able to know how to use Tulin for his speed and be able to maximize his potential, in my opinion. Now, granted, if he did go to the Bills, I think he'd also be just as good. Hey, my voice is killing me, bro. Drinking my electrolytes and all that. If you guys do appreciate me grinding and torturing my throat, pause for the video, be sure to drop a like, man, because it's not easy recording this video, but the draft is coming up soon. You know we gotta turn the camera on, man. God, I sound terrible. I sound like Batman. Oh my god. All right, man, number 3 on this list. This is a guy that isn't the biggest name. A lot of you will not know him. If you look him up on his highlights on YouTube, one of the only videos is posted by him himself, and he has like 70 subscribers. We have from Troy University, Landon Parker. Now, I know you guys might not know the name yet, but this guy is a certified stamped athlete. At his pro day, he ran a 4.38. He had a 38.5 inch vert and ridiculous 6.643 cone drill. And he scored 9.97 on the relative athletic score. That's damn near perfect. That's damn near perfect. Now, you might be wondering, what were his stats in college? What was he really like? Well, at Troy University, he didn't have the most coveted career, I guess. He only had 27 receptions for 350 yards in 2024, but that was also partly due to injuries at the quarterback position during his tenure at Troy. Overall, you can see the talent, you can see the work ethic, you can see the determination that he has, you can see the fit that he would have in NFL teams, even though he was on a team that struggled. So the main reason he is on this list is because how good of an athlete he really is and how hard of a worker he is. So although he was not an elite standout talent in his college days, you can see the potential in him. So as long as he's on a team that can work with raw talent, I think he will end up being something pretty well. So some of his pros, like I said, he is an elite athlete. He has special teams value. He has a lot of upside. When it comes to his cons, he had limited college production. He is a raw route runner, average hands and occasional concentration drops, and he's not very physical when it comes to going up and catching the ball. If I had to make a bold prediction, I would say Parker makes a 53-man roster off of special teams alone, but I would say give him time and he could develop into a red zone weapon or some type of deep threat or just some type of weapon on the field, because he really has all the genetics, he has the DNA, he has the genetic makeup. It's just about getting him on a team that can work with raw talent and really help him develop into something greater than what he is now. Now, some picks I have for him are the Packers, because they love athletic receivers and they have the patience and skill set to develop them. The Lions, because they reward hardworking, versatile players and they also could use a wide receiver depth. And the Texans, because they have young wide receiver core with space for a big athletic outside target. Now, like I said, I think he's 6'3", if I'm correct. Yeah, so he is 6'3", 216. So he could obviously be a benefit for any team that needs a bigger target at wide receiver. If I had to pick though, I would say the best fit for him would be the Green Bay Packers, because they just have a good track record with athletic late round wide receivers like Christian Watson, and that really makes them ideal for developing Parker. Now, number 4, this one is a little juicy. We have Dillon Gabriel, quarterback, Oregon. Dillon Gabriel, lefty gunslinger. He might not be the best build at 5'11", but he does have experience. He does have the skill, he does have talent. How he will translate to the NFL, I'm not going to make any predictions on that because I'm really not sure. He could be a huge bust, he could end up being decent. We'll have to see. I don't think anyone's expecting him to be their answer regardless, so the pressure is not crazy high on him. He had nearly 19,000 passing yards, 155 total touchdowns, and a 72.3 completion rate in 2024. He is accurate. He is consistently accurate, he is very composed, and he's very intelligent. He plays with purpose. He doesn't just snap the ball back and then just throw it wherever he wants. He has a clear target in mind. He knows how to read defenses, in my opinion, and he just has a high football IQ. He moves very well in the pocket. He avoids sacks. He just knows how to get it done, man. I really think he is a winner at the college level. Will he be a winner at the NFL level? I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, like I said, talking about his pros, he has high football IQ. He is very productive. He is consistently accurate, and he is very, very mobile in the pocket. Now, some cons. He is undersized. He is very old for a rookie. He lacks top tier arm strength, and he struggles throwing outside the numbers. But overall, the biggest thing that concerns me is his size. Now, when it comes to the arm, although he doesn't have the strongest arm ever, I do think he has enough arm strength. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can comment down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If I had to make a prediction, I would say that obviously Gabriel won't be a day one starter. He does lack a little bit of the arm strength, but I can see him carving out some type of second string or a surprise long-term quarterback. Anything is possible when it comes to Dillon Gabriel. He could be a solid backup. He could be a starter at some point. We really don't know. This is one of those I'm really not sure how he will pan out, but I just had to put him in here because I know he has a lot of potential. Now, some teams that I think would work would be the Vikings, because they have JJ McCarthy being developed slowly. They need a backup who can step in, and he is a younger backup. Although he is not the youngest, like we have mentioned, he can still step in if McCarthy goes out or anything like that. The Browns could be a good fit because they have a decent offensive system and they need an experienced backup quarterback. Me personally, I think the best fit would be the Rams. He could learn behind Stafford in a creative quarterback-friendly offense, and he could maximize his football IQ. If old man Stafford gets hurt, goes down, in comes a rookie quarterback, he has good weapons on the team. I think Dillon Gabriel would be a very good fit for the Rams. Now, number 5 on this list, so one of my favorite players on this list, I think he has a ton of potential. He can be very, very, very good, very disruptive. I pray he doesn't go to the Eagles or something because he is not a top tier pick. He will be in the later rounds of the draft, but he is very, very good. At number 5, we have Vernon Broden. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Vernon Broden. I think it's Broden. Defensive tackle, University of Texas. Now, when you watch his film, when you watch his highlights, there is a lot that stands out about this guy. He is powerful. He has a crazy bag of moves. He has good arm moves, good just inside breaking speed. He's a dog, bro. He's a big man in the middle. You could put him at the edge. You could put him anywhere on the line and he will be productive. We have Vernon Broden from Texas at 6'5", 311 pounds. We have an absolute defensive monster. He is a space eater. He can hold his own in the run game, and he flashes quickness off the line when asked to pass rush. Now, it's a guy that can do a lot of damage for you. He can get in the quarterback's head. He did rack up 4 sacks and nearly 40 tackles in 2024, rotating on the very, very deep Texas D-line. He's not the flashiest, but he will get the job done. He is super effective. This might not be the best player comp, but when I watch him, I see a little bit of Damon Harrison, a little bit of Damon Snacks Harrison from the Giants back then. It just of how he just gets through the line and gets to the quarterback and can break away passes and deflect shit and mess shit up. This guy Broughton, he's gonna be a dog, man. He is a dog. He's going to be good. Now, some of his pros, he is a pro-ready size. He has a strong, powerful motor in him. Pause. He's versatile across multiple positions, and he gives high effort. One thing I will say, when you watch his film, when you watch this guy's film, man, look like a nerd on my finger up. When you watch this guy's film, he has power. He gives effort on every play. It doesn't matter if he's being stuffed. It doesn't matter if he's being stuffed at all. You can see him getting through and just fighting to get through, bro. You can just see him fighting, giving effort on every single play. I think this guy's very good. Now, it pains me to say, but the best fit for him would be the Eagles because of their defensive line and their win now culture and just how strong they are. Obviously, the Eagles don't need him, but they're probably going to get him if I'm being real. He would obviously be a good help for the rotating D-line with the Eagles because they have a lot of elite veterans on the team too, so he would be a good help for keeping their energy solid and all that, etc, etc. Not gonna yap about it. Steelers would also be a good fit for developing interior defensive linemen and tough, high effort defenders like they have done it in the past. Steelers could really make him into a weapon as well. Or the Jets, because they do need depth on the interior and they have a strong defensive identity. Now, if it's up to me, I would say, hey, send him to the Giants. I definitely think this guy has a lot of untapped potential that the right coaching staff can really turn him into a monster. Let me know what you guys think. These are 5 deep sleepers in the NFL draft who could completely outplay their draft positions in 2025. Let me know in the comments who your favorite sleeper is, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss whenever I upload, go live, or post any community posts, anything like that, yada yada. Let me know what you guys think down below if you did enjoy, and other than that, man, I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Noah. I'm out. Peace.